My name's Maaliyah, as all of you know, and I'm going to do something that I've never done before personally, but G-Squared has taught me, which is to speak for myself and not stare at a piece of paper or note cards. Because I found out this year that, this year I've struggled through a lot, like missed a lot of school from being sick or whatever other reason, and it takes yourself to be able to catch up. And my catching up now is me being able to speak for myself. And it's not that this is a last minute thing, but it's something that I wanted to try because I thought I'd do pretty good at it. So I'm going to share my presentation of learning of what I have learned this year. And first I'll start out with chemistry. This year in chemistry, at the beginning of the year, I thought chemistry wasn't very fun and I didn't really like it, but as the year went on, I began to see, well, this is actually kind of interesting and these projects are actually kind of fun, which is why I picked this food waste project. For this project, we had to go down to the cafeteria and collect the food and paper products and separate everything from the trash and the recyclables and see how much we wasted. I decided to find out how many milk cartons we wasted, which is my little picture here. It says, Prairie High School threw away 15.4 pounds of milk cartons. That would be about 2,772 pounds in a school year. And then that one tree makes 1,840 milk cartons. So one day of lunch at Prairie wastes about a third of a tree, and in a year that would be about 60 trees. And I found that kind of interesting because we don't really think about things when we're throwing things away, and I know personally I've done a bad job at recycling, and since that project I've been recycling a lot more. I also like this project because it made me reflect a lot on waste within my home as well. So in my house we also do a lot of recycling. Then my next project is my advanced algebra project. This was our sequences project, and for this project I decided to pick a starfish because what you're supposed to do is find a picture and be able to make a sequence out of it. And within a starfish, there's many different lines and different shapes, and I was able to take that and turn it into a mathematical sequence problem. The first one that I found was a Fibonacci sequence, which was this inner circle here, the flower around it, the circle, the distance within the angles here, and then all the way around it. And it actually did turn out into a Fibonacci sequence. And the other one is the length from the outer circle to the outside of the star, and that ended up being another equation. And math isn't my best subject. I've struggled a lot with that this year, but this project actually I got a good grade on, and I thought it was pretty fun as well. So the standards to connect to these two, and I'm doing all of them together because a lot of them, of these standards, also relate with other classes. So for chemistry, we use mathematics in all aspects of science, and I had to do math in order to figure out how many milk cartons were wasted and how much would be wasted in a year and how we could save trees. And then also for advanced algebra, being able to write sequences recursively with an explicit formula. So chemistry and math go together because there's math within both, and we did a lot of projects together. And that's going to help me with the future because we're going to have a lot of different things that we have to go through within life, and they're going to connect with each other somehow. And we have to be able to get everything done and be able to control and be able to be professional when it comes to getting things done and being able to connect things so then we can get it all done at one time and it won't be a big hassle. Which for that connects with me because with me having to get a lot of late work done at the same time as current work after being sick a lot, it piles on top of each other, and you kind of have to find a way for all of it to be mixed in together, so then you can get it all done on time, in a timely manner, and be able to not give up and persevere through all of it. So, for my conclusion, all I really have to say is that I really wanted to give up this year because it's been a really hard year, but I convinced myself to push through it, and it's turned out to be really good. And I hope I can do the same next year and even better, and I hope all of you can do the same.